Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea C. and this is I Heart Cross Stitch. Today is Saturday, February 2nd, 2019, and this is my December 2018 update and my January 29 update, all combined into one. I wasn't able to make a video in January. Just life got really busy. The last time I made a video, my little one was sick, and either the very next day after I recorded my last video, I came down with it. He was sick for 3 weeks. I believe I was sick for 2 weeks. It was kind of like bronchitis in a way. He is here with me now. My husband is at work. My teenage son is at work. My younger son is here with me. He's watching a movie on his iPad with his headphones on, so hopefully he'll be quiet, but if you hear any noise in the background, that's probably him. He is sick yet again. I'm going to get on a little bit of a soapbox. For those of you who have children, young children, and they're sick, and you're a working parent, I understand that it's very difficult to take time off of work to stay home with your sick child. I totally get that. But when you send them to school sick, you're sharing germs. They're sharing germs with other kids, and then they get sick. And my older son has really bad asthma. Really bad. And Brandon, my youngest, hasn't been diagnosed with asthma yet, but he has something called reactive airway disease, which sounds worse than it is. But basically, when he gets a cold or anything like that, he gets asthma. He doesn't have asthma any other time, only when he has a cold. So, we're doing breathing treatments and all that kind of stuff. So my soapbox for the day is, if you can please keep your sick kids at home away from school, that would be fantastic. Okay. All right. So I have quite a few things to share with you today. I am going to show you, I have a finish to share with you. I'm going to show you the projects that I worked on in December and in January. I have quite a few shout outs and some of the things that I got in the mail. All right, so before I begin, I'm just going to say that I am really tired right now. Brandon coughed practically the whole night. Coughing the whole night, and I had to get up at 4 o'clock this morning and give him a breathing treatment. And so I got very little sleep last night. Very little sleep. So if I misspeak or if I seem a little slow or whatever, I'm very foggy headed. I'm very tired. So just keep that in mind when you're watching this. Okay. All right. So I'd like to share my finish with you. I finished Strawberry Fields Forever from Blackbird Designs. I started this March 17th of last year, and I finished it last night, February 1st. So here it is. And I stitched this on 32 count linen from Zweigart, and the color is flax. And I did 2/2. Most of the threads are the recommended threads. There is one, I believe I did use one DMC in here, which is this dark green. And this basket is the DMC color. I think that's it. Yeah. Everything else is the recommended Gentle Art sampler threads and Weeks Dye Works. Oh, and also this red gate, the called for was baked apple. from Weeks Dye Works, and I really didn't have a lot of it left. And I also really wanted to incorporate some silk into this. And so I had some Kreinik silk mori in my stash. I don't remember the number of it, but it's a beautiful red. So I used one strand of the Kreinik silk mori and one strand of the Weeks Dye Works baked apple, and I did that. So I'm just gonna bring it in so you can see. Hopefully it'll focus. All right. I'm just gonna go through the design up close so that you can see. Switch over here. I loved stitching those strawberries, the deep dark red strawberries. I mean the pink. Sorry. It is currently, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's January, I'm sorry, it's February in Florida, so there's not a lot of light, and it's kind of a cloudy day, so I'm sorry. The lighting in here isn't great, but we're just going to have to deal with the flashing. All right, so there it is. Strawberry Fields Forever is complete. And I'm so very happy. This was my library stitch project. So whenever I went to a local library, there's a stitch group that I join at a local library. So whenever I would go, I would take this. And so now it is complete. So my next library stitch group project will probably be Be Kind Always from Heartstring Samplery. But we'll see. I might change my mind on that. I'm so happy I have a finish. Okay. He's playing with a toy and watching a movie at the same time, so it's probably what you're hearing. And the coughing. If he goes into a really long coughing jag, I'll probably have to pause this, because I'm sure that you won't want to hear coughing, coughing, coughing over and over and over. Alright, so projects that I worked on in December and in January. First up, The Kiss from Mirabilia. Just gonna call it Mirabilia. I don't know why is that so hard for me to say? Maybe because I'm tired. Okay, so y'all know what it looks like. Looks like this, except I'm only stitching this part of it. I'm sorry for the coughing. Okay. All right, and I was able to get quite a bit done. Oh, so basically, I worked on this in December, at the beginning of December, because December 5th is my husband and it's our wedding anniversary. So we just celebrated 26 years of marriage on December 5th of last year. So I always like to work on this project during our anniversary time. And this time around, I did all of this sky. Well, actually, I did the top border, and I did all of this sky, some clouds, and I started a little bit into the floral section that kind of matches this side, but it's over here. And of course, as I've explained in previous videos, I changed the color of the man's skin to kind of match my husband's skin since he's Puerto Rican. And so there is the kiss. And I absolutely love it. I'm stitching this on 16 count Aida from Picture This Plus. The color is opal, and it's a dusty pink. It's kind of like a brown pink, but it's more pink than what you're seeing right here. It's a beautiful color. All right, so there's the kiss. All right, up next is another Mira. It is Raven Queen, and I made a lot of progress on this. And actually, this is the reason I really wanted to make a video today, because I finished Strawberry Fields Forever last night, and so today I haven't started stitching yet today, but when I do, I'm going to start this. Well, not start it, but I'm going to pick it up and work on it for the rest of February. So Raven Queen, and give me one moment. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sniffly. I hope I'm not getting sick too, like I did last time. All right, so let me get this ready. All right, so I'm stitching this on Touch of Gray from Witchelt Linen. It's Witchelt Linen, Touch of Gray. It's the recommended fabric. And here, oh wow, look at my progress. Oh, I made so much progress. I worked on this. I worked on the kiss for I don't know, I don't remember how many days I worked on the kiss in December, but it was at least 10 days. So this got 21 days, if I'm doing my math correctly. So here, what did I do? I did this. All right, so this is what I was able to get done in December. Sorry, let me fix that. Right, so yeah, I got this raven all stitched up and back stitched, and all of this background stuff done. And then I worked on her dress. So everything in the top of the design is finished except for her head. So the chart is kind of like cut in half, and it, like right here, is the halfway point. And so everything in the top section is done except for her chest and head. I'm saving this for last because I don't want it damaged or messed up in any way. I want the stitching in this to be absolutely perfect, so I want to do it last. So I did this portion, and then I started on her dress, and I worked down, and I really love working with Anchor Black, and that's what I'm using in this, Anchor Black. All of this, the center portion of her dress, most of it, not all, but most of it is Karen Water Lilies. It's a silk floss. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. It might be Periwinkle. So, as you'll see next, for the entire month of January, I worked on one project. And for almost the entire month of February, I'm going to work on one project. I really did want to start this yesterday, but I wasn't able to finish Strawberry Fields Forever in time because I really wanted to finish that the last day in January. I'm going to take that back. I did not work on one project only the entire month of January. I worked on a project until I got a page finish. And then I switched to Strawberry Fields Forever, and I wanted to finish it on January 31st so that I could start this on February 1st, but I wasn't able to finish Strawberry Fields Forever in time, so, okay. Anyhow, I will be working on her for the rest of February. I'm sure I will make a lot of progress because I'm going to be focusing on just dress. It's going to be a lot of teal and black and gray, and it's going to be fantastic. The reason why I am working hard on getting this project, I'm working hard in getting this project done because it's a gift for my niece. Her name is Sarah, and she's going to be graduating high school in May, and I would really like, no, not really like, I will have this done before she graduates high school. Okay, so if you give me 1 second, let me put that away. Sorry for the sniffling. Okay. All right. What do you need? Can you please wait until I'm done recording to get... What are you looking for, Brandon? Please don't knock over the chair. Can you just tell me what you need?
Donut.
You want a donut?
Or gum.
Or gum? I think gum is right here. Look,
that's your choice.
You can have gum, honey. I know you want a donut, but I have this screen up, and I would... Okay?
I could just...
No, you can't just. Okay, so just have some gum. And then when I'm done recording, you can have a donut. A whole donut, not a half. Okay? Okay. Go on. Okay. Deal. We had to shake on it. Okay. All right, go watch your movie. Okay, sorry about that. I did work on this project, Heartstring Sampleries, Be Kind Always. I am not doing it on the recommended fabric. I am stitching it on 32 count Mushroom Lugana, and I am stitching it 1/1, so the stitches are very tiny. And I was able to finish this house, and I did this little house and this tree and this bird. Now this bird is charted to be white. When I started stitching this bird, you could see it on the Mushroom Lugana, but it really didn't pop. It was this color white, and this white pops because it has stuff around it. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. You can really see the white in this because of the surrounding colors. The bird was white and it doesn't have surrounding colors, so it really didn't pop like I wanted it to. So I had only stitched I'd only done a few stitches, and then I pulled it out and I made the bird red. I made the bird the same color red as her shirt. So there's that. I'm loving this. Y'all don't even know how much I love this. When I work on this, when I work on a lot of my projects, I think about and meditate on certain things. Like Raven Queen, I'm stitching that for my niece. And so while I'm working on that, I think about her and how much I love her and how awesome she is. And so I kind of like pour all of my good feelings about her into that project. Of course, when I work on the kiss, I think about my husband and I, and our relationship and our marriage and all of that kind of stuff. And when I'm working on this project, I think about kindness and how I need to work on being kind because I'm not kind all the time. And I think about ways that I can show kindness to others. So that's what I think about when I work on this project. I really like it. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second to put this away. All right. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to show you is my January 1st New Year, New Start. And I started Farewell to Anger. From Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by I would like to say the name, but I'm afraid that I'm going to say it wrong. So it's this gentleman right here. And there's the artwork. Oh, look at that. Look at those colors. I could just stare at that all day. Okay. And I am using the green fabric that I wasn't sure about. I'm using it and it's perfectly fine. So I worked on this the entire month of January until it was done. Like I finished the first page. I wanted, actually my plan was to work on this for 15 days and then switch to Raven Queen. But after 15 days, I wasn't done with the first page. And at that point, I could not stop. I needed to get that page finished. So I just worked on it until I got the page finished. And I used the, here, I'll show it to you while I talk. I used the, oh my gosh, look at that. I used the method that I talked about. I think I talked about it last time. Ginger Gerald Stitcher made a video and he showed how he uses his iPad. He has an app on his iPad called Easy PDF, and I have the same app on my Kindle, and he showed how he uses it to work on his Hade. And so I figured out how to do that, and I did it. So I worked all of this cross-country, one color at a time. And so what I did was I looked at the page and I determined very easily which color had the most symbols, and it was a very, very dark blue. Now these trees may look black, and there is a lot of black in them, but it's a lot of dark navy blue. So I worked on all of the blues and all of the blacks because those, believe it or not, they were the ones that had the most colors in this page. The blues and the blacks. There were more of them. There were more blues and black than any other color. I hope that makes sense. And then once I was done with that, then I did the greens and the reds and the yellows and the oranges and finally the white and the lamp. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. This is stitched on 18 count Aida. The color is Celadon green. And I cannot tell you how much I love this. Just looking at this, it instantly makes me happy. And when I was working on this project, the title of this, of course, is Farewell to Anger. And when I was working on this project, I did a lot of meditation about saying farewell to anger and how I can go about doing that, and letting go of things, or at least trying to let go of certain things. And so working on this project, it was very therapeutic for me. And I cannot wait to work on this again. And oh my goodness, I just love it. Look at those colors. I'm going to see if I can get in close. they're just so bright and vivid. Well, actually, it's so, I love this because there's a lot of colors in here that are deep and dark and rich. And there are a lot of colors in here that are just so bright and vibrant. And how the differences, how they play off of each other, I just love it. Look at that. Man, when that is done, it is going to be epic. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk a little bit about my shoutouts. And I have quite a few. I am not going to go into specifics about all of them. I might go into specifics about a few. But I would like to give a really big shout out to all of the FlossTubers who make videos in English where English is not their native language. They either speak Italian or Spanish or Russian or German or Swedish or whatever the case may be. For all of the FlossTubers who make videos in English, and English is not your first language, I applaud you. I applaud you big time, because English is my first language, only language really, and it's hard enough to make these videos in English when I only speak in English, but to make videos and you're speaking in English when it's not your first language, it just blows my mind how amazing and incredible that is. So here are the ones that I've written down. I'm so sorry if I missed anybody. I looked at my FlossTube subscribe list and I wrote down the ones that I have. So if I'm missing anybody, I'm very sorry. But of course, A Stitch Too Far, Ingeborg. Everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. Sylvia from Becca's Land. Luda from Cross Stitch with Luda. Hi, Luda, who I love. Darling Bluebell. Now there is somebody that I just recently started watching. Her FlossTube channel is called Cross Stitch IL. So cross space stitch space capital I capital L. She is Russian. She was born in Russia, but she moved to Israel, and that's where she lives. And she makes videos. I really love her videos because she stitches a lot of Reolus kits, and I think she might have some Luca S kits. You guys know how much I love Reolus kits and kits from Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Russia, that whole part of the world. I'm madly in love with all of those designs, and all of the projects that she is working on, or the kits that she has, are ones that I want. And I'll go into that a little bit later. Okay, Dawn, Frosty X Stitch. I love Dawn. Irina H. Okay, she doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and I don't know why. She stitches beautiful projects. It's IRYNA space H. Irina H. She is Ukrainian, and she lives, I'm not really sure where she lives, but she lives somewhere in the US, and she makes videos, and I love her projects. She stitches a lot of Dimensions kits, Dimensions Gold Petite kits, and they're beautiful, and she's a fantastic stitcher. She's a very sweet, lovely young lady, so I highly recommend you checking out her videos. Yurgita from Magic Pond Crafts. I have discovered so many designs from watching her channel, and love her channel. I wrote it down. Messy Situation. And I've been watching her for years. Laura. That's it. Laura. Ooh. I almost forgot her name. Laura from Messy Situation. Love her. I love her pinup. It's like a pinup lady, I think. It's a giant project, and she's working on this BAP Lady Godiva. Epic. A male stitcher, Nordic stitcher. I believe he lives in Sweden. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he does, though. Orietta. We all know and love Orietta from Italy. Stitching Sandy. She lives in Sweden, and she makes FlossTube videos. Hi, Sandy. And she's working on quite a few, or I know at least one, Heaven and Earth design. I think she might have more than one on the go. But I really like Stitching Sandy. She's been a long-time viewer of my channel, and she comments all the time, and I really appreciate that, Sandy. Thank you. And also Stitching Becca. Love her projects. She also stitches a lot of Dimensions kits, and and some other kind of kits. I forget, but I just love it. I love her projects. Okay. I could just like ramble. And Yanni, y'all know Yanni, Johnny. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I'm not pronouncing things right. But you know who I'm talking about? Y-A-N-Y. She lives in Mexico. She's epic. She is a absolutely fantastic stitcher. But you all know that because you all watch her. And last, but certainly not least, my dear friend, the Rocking Stitcher. She made her first video. I'm super excited. If you haven't seen it, her very first video is a whip parade. And holy cow, if you are into big, large, giant projects, go watch that. I mean, if you love to look at beautiful things, go watch that. The Rocking Stitcher. She lives in the Netherlands. I think her name is Jemima. I don't know. Please correct me. Tell me how to pronounce your name. I've read it so many times, and I've heard you say it, but I don't remember because I'm so tired. I'm sorry. Anyhow, so those are my shout outs for this video. All of the FlossTubers who make videos in English, but English is not your first language. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay. And if I've missed anybody, I'm so very sorry. If you make videos and English is not your first language, and I did not shout you out in that list, please tell me so I can watch your videos. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things that I got in the mail. I'm trying to figure out which one to show you first. I'm going to show you these first. Okay, I was watching Annette from Annette's Acre in December, and I think that she said that Debbie Patrick's website, she was closing her website, or what, she wasn't going to be selling charts anymore. I forget what Annette said, but it caused me to go to Debbie Patrick's website and buy 2 charts. It is this one, Porter Ash Residence. I just think that is one of the most beautiful homes. And Chateau Bon Hotel. I'm sure that it would sound a whole lot more interesting if I pronounced it with a French accent, but I'm not going to do that. But look at that. That is just... Okay, so I got these 2 in the mail, right? I was so excited to get them. And then I opened them up. And I thought to myself, what did I just get myself into? I mean, Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not going to show you the whole chart, but here's a part of it. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'll show you the top. Okay, look at that. Look at all of the back stitching in that. That's crazy. And this is just a tiny piece. This is just a tiny piece of the chart. You about hit me with that. You're going to have to wait until my video's over. He's playing with a toy that... It's like those plastic darts. No, you're not going to get it. It's behind me. No. No. Please don't do that again. You could have shot my eye out. That was a quote from a movie. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
Got your eye out?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm moving right here.
Okay. All right, so anyhow, back to the chart. Look at that. That is just crazy backstitching. It is. I mean, it's doable. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. But I'm not sure if I'll enjoy doing it. But the end result's going to be fantastic. I have no idea when I'm going to get around to stitching these, but one of these days. Okay, so there's that. All right. You've seen this on several FlossTube channels, so I'm not going to do a flip through, but I saw this. I don't remember whether I saw it on Kelly Bell's channel first or Letitia, the Crafty Curator. I don't remember where I saw it first, but they showed this and I had to get it. I had to. Here is all of the... Brandon, can you please put your toys away more quietly? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm showing this to you for two reasons. First, because I got it in the mail and I love it and I want to share my excitement with you. And secondly, I would like to do something special. Now, last year I talked about a giveaway, which I wasn't able to fulfill because of certain things that occurred. But I thought to myself, I may not be able to do the gift certificate thing, but I can stitch something for somebody. And really, how much more meaningful would it be if I stitched one of these things for you? So I'm going to do that. Everyone who entered my giveaway last year, because I said, tell me your favorite thing about, or tell me your favorite summertime memory. Everyone who did that is going to be automatically entered in the giveaway for this. But excuse me, if you entered the giveaway, if you told me your favorite summertime memory, but you're not interested in me stitching any of these for you, then please let me know and I'll remove you from the list. For those of you who did not give me your favorite summertime memory, but would like to be included in the giveaway for this, please let me know in this video. Please don't say giveaway. Of course, please be an adult. Unless you're the sassy stitching sister and brother. If you're entering the giveaway for this, just I know who you are. So, and then I'll choose, in my next video, I'll choose a winner, and you can pick any one of these designs and I will stitch it for you and send it to you. All right. And okay, so you have so you have until, let's see, the end of February. So I'll leave this open until the end of February. Again, if you shared your favorite summertime memory and you do not want to be included on the giveaway for this, let me know, because I'm going to automatically enter you, and if you don't. And if you didn't enter last year's giveaway, if you did not tell me your favorite summertime memory and you want to be included in this, please tell me in the comments, and I will add your name to the list, and I will stitch one of these designs for you. I'm so excited about that. I love stitching for other people. I really, really do. Let me tell you why. Because like I said, whenever I stitch on something, I do a lot of thinking and meditation. If I'm stitching for someone else, I think about that person, or I'm not thinking about myself, basically. If I'm like, let me think, like Lady of the Mist, I'm stitching that for myself. And so I don't have really anybody to think about when I'm stitching on that. I'm stitching it for myself. And so it's just a lot easier. I don't know how to describe this. It's a lot easier for me to think about others than it is for me to think about myself. I know that might sound weird, but it is what it is. Okay, so this last thing I'm going to show you, I am so excited about. At the end of December, the company that I work for gave everybody a $25 gift card. And this year, for the first time, eBay was one of the online stores that we could redeem the gift card from. And I have a lot of things in my watch list on eBay from this one particular seller. I think she lives in the Ukraine, but I could be wrong about that. It might be Russia. I don't know. Anyhow, on eBay, her store name is Elena, ELENA _Stitch. Elena Stitch. That's her store name. And she has free shipping. And she sells a lot of beautiful kits from Riolis and Luca S. and a lot of other kit makers that make beautiful, beautiful designs for us. And this, I have been wanting this, the kit that I'm about to show you, I have been wanting this for a very, very long time, but I have never bought it for myself because, in my opinion, it's expensive. And I would have to save. I would have to save for that kind of a purchase. So anyhow, so I did it. I bought it because with the $25 gift certificate, I only had to pay $16 of my own money. And I felt comfortable with that. I felt comfortable spending $16 on this kit. It's Riolis. Oh my goodness. Look at that. It is Camille Monet, after Claude Monet's painting. And I did look at this already, but I'm going to show you. Okay? I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you the kit. And of course, I'm not going to show you the chart, but it is it's divided into 4 sections. Okay? So it takes up this whole space. Okay? Full color chart. it comes with 14 count white Aida. I think that the 14 count would be a good, yeah, it would be a good fabric count for this project, because a lot of you use 3 strands for a lot of them, and I'll go into that in a second. But here are the colors. Sorry, I just want to... Okay. So we have a lot of blues and greens, and we have some browns and reds. A lot of black. These are Anchor floss cotton. It's not the wool acrylic blend. It's the Anchor floss, which I absolutely love. I love Anchor floss, no matter what color it is. It's a wonderful thread to use, in my opinion. So it's this and this. Now this, these colors, apparently there's not enough of them. The ones that are hanging down, there's not enough of this color to justify putting it in a banded hank kind of thing. So they just hung it on here. Alright, so I'm going to show you something. Alright, so here is a little bit of the key. So this is the symbol, and here it shows the kind of stitch: back stitch, full cross, what is that called, a quarter stitch or something, whatever, you all know what it's called. And here we go. So here's a half cross, and it also shows the number. Okay, so it's 1 through 31, and it corresponds to the number that is on the floss. See, so number 31 is this black, as you can see here. So they're all numbered, so that's how you know which color to use and how many threads. So this one you use 3 strands, 2 strands, 1 of one color, 1 of another, 2 of one color, 1 of another, so on and so forth. I love it. I love it. I have been wanting to buy this kit for a very long time. Very long time. And I was finally able to afford it, thanks to the gift card from the company that I work for. Okay, I can't put that together right now. All right, so, okay. The kit came with this catalog, and the entire thing is written in Russian, so I really don't understand the words, but really, you don't need to understand the words when you have all these beautiful things to look at, right? So I wanted to share with you a few of the designs in this catalog that I absolutely love. And the first one is this. Now, you may not know this, but giraffes are my favorite animal. I love giraffes more than any other animal, and I just love this design. So there's that one. And what else? I have the pages marked, so you don't have to sit here and watch me skim through the whole thing. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh, I love this. Look at that. That is cross stitch, people. That is cross stitch. That is so beautiful. One of these days, I'm going to get this chart and I'm going to stitch it, and it's going to hang on my wall, and it's going to be epic. Look at that. Oh my God. I just can't get over it. Cannot get over it. Okay. And, oh, of course. Of course. Lady with a Fan. Gustav Klimt is the artist. Oh, I cannot get over that. I just love that. Look at her. She's so beautiful. I love that chart. I love that chart. Okay, is that it? Is that all I had to show you? Is there any more? I think that's it. Okay. Well, let me tell you. It's not in this catalog, but Reolus just released a new kit, and it is so awesome. It's an underwater scene, and it's this big, giant, red octopus. And it's like, of course, it's underwater, and it's like the octopus has set itself up in a ship that has sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And from my memory, there are treasures all around it, I think. Anyhow, it's just like really bright, vibrant blues, and that striking red octopus. I saw that and I immediately fell in love with it. If you go to Cross Stitch IL, if you go to her channel and watch her videos, she shows it. She shows a picture of it on one of her videos. That's not where I saw it. I saw it from the eBay store, Elena Stitch. I saw it on her shop first, but Cross Stitch IL, she also shows it on one of her videos. And oh my gosh, if you guys like Reolus kits, full coverage, big designs, and if you like underwater things, if you like octopus, go look at that chart. I think that I'm obsessed with it. I think that might be number one on my I have to buy as soon as I save money list. Oh, there was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I'm at 52 minutes. Okay. I don't have, my Kindle is out of charge, so I wanted to show you a picture. But in my last video, I talked about designs that I have that I don't have plans to start in 2019, but that I would really like to start in 2019. And I showed you a couple of pictures, and I think one of them was Roses of Provence and Shooting Star from Elizabeth Almond. And one of them is from Wending Designs. If you go to Etsy or you go to Instagram, it's Wending, Wending Designs, I'm pretty sure. She contacted me and offered she offered me a design. And so I was very thankful, and I gladly accepted a design from her. And I believe it's called Croft Gardens. If you go to her Etsy store, look up Croft Gardens. I'm hoping that the next time I make a video, I'll have my Kindle charged so I can show you a picture of it. I don't know how to insert pictures, and I don't edit. My laptop is on its last leg. I'm not going to say legs. It's on its last leg. And I can't deal with the editing right now. Anyhow, I would love to start Croft Gardens this year. I don't know how I would be able to fit it in, but I would love to start that. Go to her Etsy store or Instagram if you'd like to learn more about that. I think that's it. You've already heard about life updates. Brandon's sick again. Hopefully I'm not going to get it. He's coughing all night long. He's getting breathing treatments. I'm not sleeping. That's pretty much it. My husband is doing great. Still loves his job. He's doing great at his job. My teenage son is doing great. doing fantastic at school, great at his job, and that's it. That's it. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you all for watching this channel, for watching my videos. I should have said this at the beginning, but if this is the first time you're watching me, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me a chance and for watching this video. And if you have been watching me for a while now, or if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for liking me and my projects enough to come see what I'm working on time after time. And I think that's it. So I will talk to you later. Hopefully I'll be able to make a video sometime in March. We'll see. Okay, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you all. Bye.